Leo is sitting on a park bench staring at his phone, but it's completely silent. The thing is, he just spent an entire week helping a friend fix up a house. Early mornings, late nights, he was there through all of it. But now that everything is done, not even a simple thank you. And it makes you think, have you ever felt like people only remember your name when they have a problem to solve? Like you're always the helper, the listener, the one who shows up no matter what. But the moment your own life starts getting heavy, you look around and suddenly you're standing there alone. That feeling, it stayed with Leo. So after a while, he decided to go see someone, an old weaver named Silas. Now Silas wasn't just any weaver. People said his tapestries could last 100 years. So Leo figured, maybe this man understood something about value, about what truly lasts. When Leo finally finds him, Silas is in a dim, quiet workshop. No noise, just the soft creak of wood and thread. Leo steps into the workshop. He clears his throat. "Sir," no response. "Excuse me." Silas stops, finishes the thread, then looks up. "What is it?" Leo steps closer. "I heard you might give advice." Silas watches him. Leo hesitates, then says it plainly. "I help people a lot. When they need me, I'm there. A beat. But when I need them, they're not." Silas studies him. "That's why you came?" Leo nods. "I don't understand it." Silas looks at him for a moment, then bends down and picks up a rough rope. "Then look at this. You see this rope, Leo? It's strong enough to hold a ship to a dock in the middle of a storm." He turns it slowly in his hand. "But because it sits here, tangled, available to anyone who needs it, it's treated like trash." He lets it drop lightly. It has no home, no boundaries. People use it until it starts to fray, and then they replace it without even thinking twice. Leo watches quietly, and then Silas turns and points to his loom. Right there, woven into the center of the masterpiece, is a single golden thread. It's subtle, but it catches the light in a way you can't ignore. Now look at this. It's thinner than the rope, much more fragile on its own. He leans in slightly. "But I've placed it where it belongs. I don't let anyone just pull it out to tie a knot." He looks back at Leo. "Because it's scarce. Because it's part of something greater. It's the first thing people notice. They admire it. They protect it." Leo hesitates for a moment. "But if I stop being the rope, won't I become useless?" Silas smiles. "Leo, people don't respect what is useful. They respect what is valuable." He lets that sink in. A tool is useful. A treasure is valuable. His voice softens. "Juan, you've spent your life being a tool, helping others build their houses, while your own walls are still unfinished." Leo looks down. "But when you start withdrawing your presence from people who don't honor it, you're not being mean." Silas gestures toward the loom. "You're simply moving yourself from the floor to the loom." Then he adds more firmly, "The truth is, they don't ignore you because you're unimportant. They ignore you because they've been trained to believe you'll always be there, no matter how they treat you." He pauses. "And your absence, that's the only mirror that will ever show them your real worth." Leo says nothing. He just listens. Stop being the rope they walk on, and start being the golden thread they are privileged to see. From that moment, something begins to shift. Later, Silas puts it into words. He calls it the law of the invisible rope. If you're always there, you slowly become invisible. So if you truly want to become that golden thread, you have to make a decision. You have to stop being the emergency contact for people who wouldn't even invite you to sit at their table. In that part, it's not easy, because when Leo starts pulling back, people don't understand. Some get frustrated. Some get angry. A few don't even ask why. They just move on. At first, it feels like he's losing everything. The calls reduce, the favors stop, the noise around him fades. And for the first time in a long while, Leo is left alone with himself. But then something unexpected happens. Not from them. From him, Leo starts finishing things he had abandoned, projects he never had time for, the parts of his life that were always on hold for other people. He begins to rebuild his own walls, slowly, deliberately. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and somewhere in that process, Leo changes. He's no longer just the helpful guy. He becomes more focused, more intentional, more disciplined. He grows, not just in what he can do, but in who he is. And with that growth, something else begins to change. Not overnight, not suddenly, but steadily. The kind of people around him starts to shift. Not because he's chasing new connections, but because his value has changed. And when your value changes, your network has no choice but to respond. The conversations feel different now. He's no longer surrounded by people who only show up when they need something. Now he's around people who bring something. The ideas, discipline, vision. People who respect time because they understand the cost of it. People who don't just take from him, but build with him. For the first time, Leo notices something clearly. These people are not trying to grow because of him. They are already growing, and because of that, when they connect with him, it's not about use, it's about alignment. It's about mutual progress, and that's when it truly clicks for him. Your network is your network, not just who you know, but what kind of people you consistently allow into your space. Because when you stay as the rope, you attract people who pull, stretch, and use. But when you become the golden thread, you attract people who recognize value and protect it. So the question isn't just, why are people using me? Yeah, the real question is, what version of me am I presenting to the world? Because the truth is simple. You don't rise above the level of the people you keep around you, and you don't attract better people until you become better yourself. So if you're listening to this, take it seriously. Stop being the rope people walk on. Stop being available for everyone just to feel needed. Instead, work on yourself. Build your value. Set boundaries. Protect your time. Because when you do that, you don't just change your life, you change your network. And when your network changes, everything changes. So become the golden thread, not just so people can see you, but so the right people can recognize you. And when they do, that's where real growth begins. But understanding your worth is only the first step. Hey, to see how these boundary shifts actually change the way people treat you over time, you need to hear the story that comes next. It's about why people use you and then disappear.